Using a Decora-style switch as a disconnect for a garbage disposal can indeed lead to a failed inspection, often resulting in a red tag. The primary reason for this is that many Decora-style switches lack a clearly marked on or off position. Electrical codes, such as the National Electrical Code, or NEC, emphasize the importance of a readily accessible disconnecting means for appliances like garbage disposals. This disconnecting means must clearly indicate whether the power is on or off to prevent accidental startups during maintenance or repair. The code aims to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazards. A standard toggle switch typically has distinct up and down positions that correspond to on and off, providing a visual and tactile confirmation of the switch's state. Decora-style switches, on the other hand, often have a rocker design that might not immediately reveal the operational state. While some Decora switches may include markings, many do not, leading to ambiguity and potential code violations. Inspectors often interpret the absence of clear on and off markings as a non-compliance issue, as it doesn't provide a positive indication of the disposal's electrical status. Firstly, the electrical code requires a disconnecting means to be readily accessible and clearly indicate its function. Secondly, the disconnecting means must be capable of being locked in the open position for safety during maintenance, which a standard switch usually fulfills. Thirdly, the absence of clear markings can lead to confusion, especially for individuals unfamiliar with the installation. To avoid a red tag, ensure that the switch used as a disposal disconnect meets the code requirements for a clear indication of its state. A standard toggle switch with marked on and off positions is a common and acceptable solution. Another option is a Decora-style switch that specifically includes on and off markings. The marking should be durable and easily readable. If you prefer the aesthetic of a Decora-style switch, verify that it is explicitly rated and marked for use as a disconnecting means. Also, consider local electrical codes and interpretations, as they can vary. It's always a good idea to consult with a qualified electrician or local electrical inspector to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. For instance, NEC Section 422.31 states that for cold and plug-connected appliances, a separable connector or an attachment plug and receptacle shall be permitted to serve as the disconnecting means. NEC Section 422.31 B states that for permanently connected appliances rated over 300 volt amps, the disconnecting means shall be within sight of the appliance or be capable of being locked in the open position. The provision to lock the disconnecting means open is meant to provide protection for anyone working on the equipment. NEC Section 422.34 covers the location of disconnecting means. For motor-operated appliances, the disconnecting means shall be located within sight from the appliance in accordance with 430.102. A switch or circuit breaker used as the disconnecting means shall be legibly marked to indicate its purpose unless located and arranged so the purpose is evident. In the case of a garbage disposal, the switch should be readily accessible and clearly marked disposal or something similar. The markings must be durable enough to withstand normal wear and tear. When selecting a switch, check its amperage rating to ensure that it is suitable for the disposal's motor. The switch's rating should be equal to or greater than the disposal's full load current. This prevents the switch from overheating and failing under normal operating conditions. Use a wiring method that complies with the electrical code. Typically, this involves using appropriate conductors and cable types suitable for the environment. Make sure that all connections are secure and properly insulated to prevent short circuits or ground faults. Grounding is crucial for electrical safety. Ensure that the disposal and the switch are properly grounded according to the electrical code. This provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker and preventing electrical shock. When installing the switch, follow the manufacturer's instructions and the electrical code. Pay attention to wire stripping lengths, terminal torque requirements, and proper box fill calculations. Overfilling an electrical box can lead to overheating and other hazards. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to install the switch. Electricity can be dangerous, and it's always best to leave electrical work to professionals. After installing the switch, test it to ensure that it functions properly. Verify that the disposal turns on and off as expected and that the switch is securely mounted. Regularly inspect the switch and wiring for any signs of damage, such as cracks, frayed wires, or loose connections. If you find any problems, have them repaired immediately. By following these guidelines, you can avoid a red tag and ensure the safe and compliant installation of a disposal disconnect switch. The key is to prioritize safety and adhere to the electrical code. In summary, the common reasons for receiving a red tag when using a Decora-style switch for a disposal disconnect are firstly, lack of clear on and off markings. Secondly, the switch not being rated as a disconnecting means. Thirdly, not meeting local electrical code requirements. To rectify this, replace the switch with a toggle switch that has clear on and off positions or a Decora-style switch that is specifically marked for this purpose. Always consult with a qualified electrician to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Remember to prioritize safety and ensure proper grounding and wiring methods. Proper installation and regular inspection of the switch and wiring can help prevent electrical hazards and maintain a safe kitchen environment. Furthermore, consider the long-term durability of the switch and its ability to withstand repeated use. A high-quality switch that is built to last will provide reliable performance and reduce the risk of failure. When selecting a switch, look for one that is UL listed or has other recognized certifications. This indicates that the switch has been tested and meets safety standards. Consider the aesthetic appeal of the switch and how it fits in with the overall design of the kitchen. While functionality is the primary concern, choosing a switch that complements the kitchen style can enhance its visual appeal. The location of the switch is also important. It should be easily accessible and conveniently located near the disposal. Avoid placing the switch in a location where it could be accidentally bumped or interfered with. If the disposal is located under the sink, consider installing the switch on the cabinet wall or on the backsplash above the sink. This will keep the switch within easy reach and prevent it from being obstructed by other items. Labeling the switch clearly is essential for safety and convenience. Use a label maker or permanent marker to clearly identify the switch as the disposal switch. This will prevent confusion and ensure that anyone using the disposal knows which switch to operate. Periodically test the switch to ensure that it is functioning properly. Turn the switch on and off several times to verify that it is making good contact and that the disposal is responding accordingly. If the switch feels loose or sluggish, it may need to be replaced. Keep the area around the switch clean and free of debris. Dust, dirt, and grime can accumulate over time and interfere with the switch's operation. Use a soft cloth to wipe down the switch and surrounding area regularly. If you are planning a kitchen renovation, consider upgrading the electrical system to include dedicated circuits for the disposal and other appliances. This can improve safety and prevent overloading of circuits. A dedicated circuit provides a separate path for electrical current to flow, reducing the risk of voltage drops and other problems. When working with electricity, always follow safe work practices. Turn off the power at the circuit breaker before performing any electrical work. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate safety gear, such as gloves and eye protection. If you are unsure about any aspect of the electrical work, consult with a qualified electrician. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it's always best to err on the side of caution. Before beginning any electrical work, obtain the necessary permits and approvals from your local building department. This will ensure that the work is done in accordance with the electrical code and that it meets safety standards. After completing the electrical work, have it inspected by a qualified electrical inspector. This will verify that the work was done correctly and that it is safe to use. In summary, to avoid a red tag when using a Decora-style switch for a disposal disconnect, ensure the switch has clear on and off markings, is rated for use as a disconnecting means, and complies with local electrical codes. Regular maintenance and testing of the switch will help to ensure its continued safe and reliable operation. Remember, safety is the top priority when working with electricity. A qualified electrician can help ensure the safe and compliant installation of your disposal disconnect switch. Also keep in mind that the NEC is updated every 3 years, so it's important to stay current with the latest requirements. Consulting the most recent version of the code will help you ensure that your electrical work is compliant. The electrical code is a complex and ever-evolving set of rules and regulations. It is essential to stay informed and to seek expert advice when necessary. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your disposal disconnect switch is safe, compliant, and reliable.